Bhargav Kumar,
Yeah.
Kajal, Karthik. Karthik, can you hear me? Hello. It seems Karthik, you are muted. Please contact me. Or else you can send message. We have chat facility. You can use it. Right.
Hello.
Yeah, Bhargav Kumar. Tell
Yeah. I can hear you.
Right. Okay. Right, all of you. So today's participants are. Yeah, I'll change. Right. Bhargav Kumar, Sangameshwar, Kajal, and Naveen Gopagani. Right, Naveen, I will share my screen. Don't worry, you can see. Okay. Right. So first, we have to discuss. Some clarity. We have to maintain some clarity. Just see. Uh, this is SQL Server Database Administration training. Right. So this is not SQL Developer training. Okay. So now you ask question, what is the difference between developer and database administration? I'll explain clearly. Because I want to start with that point only. Because there is some confusion between development training and administration training. Right. So can you see my screen now? I shared my screen. Can you see screen now? I think you can. Right. So coming to next case. First, let me explain about some real-time scenarios like about real-time environment. So how the real-time environment will be, what are the things there in real-time environment, that and all I'm going to explain now. See, generally you go to project, different layers will be there in the project like this. See, this layer is known as application layer, and this layer is known as database layer. Some connection will be there between application and database. Karthik, please mute yourself. All of you, please mute yourself because we have multiple participants, right? In the same way, I'm recording this session. I will share this recording with you after finishing class. So for the sake of you only, I'm requesting all, please mute. Whenever you want to ask question, you can unmute and you can talk to me. In the same, you can send me messages also. No need to worry about your doubts. So now generally what happens, maximum projects contains end users. We can also call them as customers, right? So these customers are going to interact with application layer. Through application, they are going to access databases. See, I'll give you best example. For example, you take some website like you take Amazon. We are all using Amazon, right? So we can go for online shopping. So if you want to go for online shopping, generally we create account. We create account in Amazon. So different types of accounts. Regular account in the same way, Prime account. So different accounts we are going to create. That means we are going to submit our information to Amazon, right? Our phone number, email ID, address, kind of information, name. So where that information is going to store? Because how you are connecting to Amazon, tell me. So www.amazon.com. Then you are going to connect to Amazon application. In that application only, you are going to provide your information so that you are going to create your account, right? After that, you are going to start your shopping, online shopping. You can purchase different things, right? So you can pay online or you can go for cash on delivery. Something is there, right? Fine. Where you are doing all these are all you are doing in that application only. Am I right or not? Okay. But remember that application cannot store any kind of data. That is just user interface only. User interface means it's a kind of mediator between customer and Amazon database, right? Suppose you are clicking on mobiles. It shows mobiles names, pictures, rate, the cost of the mobile, and what will be that discounts, lot of things. You can see all of them in the application, Amazon application. Application means the page, whatever you are viewing, right? Amazon page. So, but that page cannot store that type of complete data. It can store something, some pictures and all, but it cannot store complete information, right? Where that information is going to store, that is going to store in database only, Amazon database only. So there's some connection will be there between application and the database. Suppose you are clicking on some particular mobile, suppose some mobile you are clicking, Samsung mobile. So what happens, it is going to access Samsung mobile related information from the database and it shows to you. You can see that in that particular application, right? So in the same, suppose you are going to order some mobile, you are going to select your address. From where that address is fetching from the database only, right? Because millions of the customers there for Amazon, right? The page, whatever you are accessing, Amazon web page, that cannot store data. Address means what? Data only, right? You're going to select some address means what is that? The address is nothing but information. Information means what? Data. That way, you go to maximum projects. They contains application layer in the same way database layer also. Okay. So now, what is the purpose of application means? Application is just user interface, right? User interface means it is kind of mediator between your data and the customer. Okay. So now database maintenance is really important here. Of course, database development, database maintenance also. Okay. Because lot of customers are using your databases, they're working with your databases. But one thing, I'm really surprising. I think around 80 percentage, around 80 percentage of the people doesn't know about databases. They don't know even there is some database and it stores data because they are non-technical people, right? Suppose you take Facebook in India, in our country, even in villages also we are using Facebook, right? Nowadays, they don't know anything about software. Forget about database, but still they are using because of user-friendly application developed by the Facebook. Same way Amazon also, right? But ultimately, the data is going to store in the database only. Okay. So, of course, we can also store data in the form of file system. For example, you take Excel files, MS Excel, in the same way, WordPad files, Notepad files, in the same way, XML. We have different types of files. Even we can store data in the form of files also. But what happens, when you are going to store data, you have to consider security in the same way, performance. Performance means speed, accessing speed of the database. These are really important. So you can ask questions, sir, why we need accessing speed? What is accessing speed means? For example, we are connecting to Amazon website. We are clicking on some mobile photo. Some mobiles are there. So we selected some mobile. You just clicked on that and the mobile related information is open. You can see everything, past to everything you can see there. Reviews. So you feel very happy. Suppose you are clicking on same figure, mobile figure, photo, picture. It is taking time for opening that information. You feel very bad. Am I right or not? Array, what is happening here? Why it is taking this much of time? Like that, we feel very bad because it is not giving speed access to user, customer. Because you are customer of the Amazon, so that you feel like that. In the same way, for example, you are software engineer, you are developing some database. Your database also contains some customers, right? End users. If you are not providing speed access, they also feel like that only. Am I right? Or they also feel bad. What is this database? What is this application? Why it is taking this much of time for access? They feel like that, no doubt. That's why. So not only databases, actually any software, basic basic requirements are security in the same way performance. Performance means accessing speed. See, when you're working with RDBMS, Relational Database Management System databases like SQL Server, you can provide security in the same way you can provide performance also. But when it comes to file system, of course, you can store data in file system. I'm accepting, absolutely. But the thing is, file system cannot provide security and it cannot provide accessing speed also, performance also. So because of that reason only, generally clients are not going to store data in this file system. Of course, some clients are using file system. I'm accepting that also, right? But rare cases only. Especially in India, not only in India, in all over the world, when you are working with the banking sector, financial sector, healthcare sector, insurance sector, they are working with only database technologies. Even retail market, right? Everywhere they are working with databases only, RDBMS databases only. But some companies, startup companies, kind of, they are working with like uh, file system. So that is the importance of databases in nowadays IT industry. In the same way, purpose of the database is used to store data, different types of data. You can say information also. Now question is, Suresh, what type of information can be stored in the database? Any type of information. For example, information regarding some person, information regarding thing, information regarding some organization, right? So this type of information, any kind of information regarding some country, some state, some district, under level. So whatever it. In the same way, along with information, we can also store images, audio files, video files in the databases. That means maximum scenarios, all types of information. Okay, all types of information can be stored in databases, no doubt. So coming to next scenario, now we got point like what is database and what is the purpose of database, what can be stored in the database, that and all we discussed, right? I'm not saying databases are mandatory. Without databases also some softwares will be there, they're working. But if you want to store information, then database is mandatory. Remember this. So coming to our environment, SQL Server environment, what happens, we are going to work with every project. In every SQL Server related project, we are going to work with minimum 3 servers like this. This is known as a development server. Who is going to work with the development server? Developers. SQL Server developers are going to work with the development server. See, what is the meaning of development? Like creating tables, writing commands, writing programs, writing queries. These are all comes under development environment that can be done by SQL Server developers. Right. So this course is not development. Prashant is looking for development. So this course is not related to, not at all related to development environment. Okay. So coming to our scenario, after development, your database goes to QA environment. In QA, test engineers team will be there. They are going to test the database developed by development team. If any issues there in development, they will send it back to developer. We call them as bugs, B-U-G-S. So they're going to develop it and then it will be tested by QA team. After testing, database goes to production environment. In production, DBA team will be there. Database administration team will be there. In the same way, end users data is going to store in this environment only, production environment only. Right. So in development environment, QA environment, they are going to work with only test data. But coming to production environment, VR means DBA, database administration team is going to work with the customers data. Customers means what? End users data. Okay, right? So for DBA, it is mostly it is like supporting role. It's not kind of development and testing. It is purely supporting role. Okay, what is supporting role? I'll explain clearly. Don't worry. Before that, this is DBA training. We are all database administrators. As per this scenario, we are going to work with only production. This is common doubt. No. Not only production, we are also going to work with the QA environment, development environment. In the same way, we are going to work with some other databases. like standby databases and some other databases, database servers will be there in the production environment. We are all going to support them also as a DBA. So now, what type of tasks we are going to perform in database administration? Generally, what happens, if you are working in India, you are going to work with different locations. So this is called as a client place. Just assume that your client is from America. Client means the company which is offering projects to us, that is called as uh, client. Right. So your client is from America. So now whatever the databases, database servers we work, they will be there in client location. Right. So you are DBA, you are going to sit in your office. Suppose your office is located in Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, they're going to give you, I mean, in your office, not in Hyderabad, they're going to give you a desk in the same way, system. In the same way, they will give you official email ID of the company. In the same way, they are going to give you ticket to tool also. What is ticket to tool? I'll explain clearly. Don't worry. See, now your database contains some customers, end users. They are going to interact with your databases and database servers. In this case, if they are going to face any issue means what? Errors. Then client will send it to your ticket to tool in the form of ticket. What is the meaning of ticket? Ticket means the error message we are receiving from the client. Okay. The error message we are receiving from client, that is called as ticket. So ticket comes to your ticket tool. Now what is ticket tool? See, ticket tool means it's like your email ID only. It also contains inbox, outbox, right? See, now this ticket tool especially for client communication purpose regarding tickets only, right? So now your DBA, you just received some ticket, your ticket tool, just assumption. You have to connect it to your ticket tool, accept the ticket. Then you, from your office system, you have to connect to databases and database servers located in client place. Okay. So how to connect to database from our office system? How you connected to my class today? You can see my desktop. You can access my desktop, right? My screen. How you connected? By using GoToMeeting tool. In the same way, we have different types of tools in the market. By using those tools, you can go for remote control, remote desktop access. Right? You can control database servers by sitting on your laptop, of course, system provided by the company. Okay. After that, you can find out the issue, then you can resolve issue, then you can close the issue. This is what the regular task you are going to perform in database administration environment. Every day, you are going to receive some tickets. You have to accept ticket, then you have to resolve ticket, then you have to close the ticket. Okay, this is the thing. This is what you are doing. This is the meaning of support environment. Database administration means support environment only, right? So in the same way, in this support environment, we are not going to write any commands, queries, programs. Commands, queries, programs related to database development environment only. Okay, but something related to, something from database development we are going to discuss in this database administration training, especially about some select statements, something like joins, indexes, right? Some performance tuning related stored procedures kind of stuff we are going to discuss in this training. Basically, that is not required for DBA, but I'm giving extra information because you have to resolve the ticket, right? So when you're going to resolve a ticket, if you have more information, then your task will be easy, right? Because of that reason only. So I'm going to discuss some development related topics in database administration and performance tuning. Okay. Performance tuning. What is the meaning of performance? Speed, accessing speed. That's what we already discussed, right? So coming to next scenario. So tickets, how we are going to receive tickets from the client. Is there any process kind of, right? Actually, we have something called as ITIL process, Information Technology Infrastructure Library. ITIL means Information Technology Infrastructure Library. It contains some rules like SDLC. So we have software development life cycle, right? In the same way, ITIL contains some rules. By following those rules only, we are going to work in support environment. From ITIL, especially we need SLA, Service Level Agreement. So this is agreement between your company and the client. It will be done in the beginning of the project only. For example, you are attending first class today. You'll attend one or two classes. After that, if you are okay to continue the training, then you have to go for agreement with Durgasoft, right? You have to pay the money and you have to collect the links, materials, everything. So in the same way, some agreement will be done between your company and your client in the beginning only. So that is called as SLA, Service Level Agreement. Okay. Based upon SLA, ticket priorities and ticket resolution timings will be defined. That means we are going to work with different prioritized tickets. Of course, different companies maintains different SLAs, different prioritized tickets and different resolution timings also. But you have to stick for something because you are entirely new to this environment, right? Now you started learning this training, this course. So now I'm going to share ticket priorities and resolution timings we are using in my office. Okay, you have to stick for that. That means if somebody asking you what are the ticket priorities you are using, what is resolution time, what is your SLA, you have to answer this. Suppose you received P1 ticket, immediate resolution required. You have to resolve it immediately. So generally P1 tickets rare cases only. Weekly one ticket or 2 weeks one ticket, one like that we are going to receive P1 tickets. Okay, na? Then coming to next scenario P2 ticket. You can take 48 hours time for resolution. Then we have to discuss about P3 ticket. P3 means you can take 4 days time for resolution. Then you can go for P4 ticket also. P4 ticket means you can take 1 week time for resolution. Right? 1 week time. So this is really important now. Now you stick for this only, please. P1, P2, P3, P4. That's all. P1 immediate resolution. You have to resolve it immediately. Right? In the same way, you have to P2, 48 hours, P3, 4 days time, P4, 1 week time. Stick for this, right? So coming to next step, we have to discuss one more point here, one more common doubt, right? Suresh, for example, I'm working as DBA, right? I accepted some ticket. Suppose I accepted a P3 ticket. Okay. I have to resolve it in 1 week. P4 1 week, I told you, right? One week. But you have not resolved the ticket within 1 week. What happens? This is common law. See, here important thing is, generally 1 or 2 escalation, 1 or 2 tickets you are not resolving. They will tell you, your manager will tell you, hey, take care, please resolve and close like that. Okay, no? But if you have more number of tickets, what happens? You are accepting ticket, you are not resolving ticket within the given resolution time. What happens? You know, your client will escalate it to higher officials in the team. Okay, your client will escalate it to higher officials in the team. Remember that point. If you have more number of escalations, then it will affect your employment also. I mean your job also, right? That's why after accepting ticket, you are responsible for everything. Okay, you are responsible for everything. So you just accept a ticket, you have to resolve it. No doubt. So coming to next scenario, I told one thing here. You accept a ticket, but if you have not resolved a ticket, then your client is going to escalate it to higher officials in the team. Who is my higher official in the team? Who is my higher official in the team? Your team lead, your manager, right? Project manager, senior project manager, director, vice president. So kind of hierarchy will be there for every team, right? They can escalate it to anybody in the team. Please don't go for more number of escalations. So now question is, sir, if I don't want to go for escalations, what I need to do? Only thing you need to do is practice. Whatever I'm going to explain in the class, you practice them. That is enough. That is enough. You have to do some hard work in the beginning because now you are going to start learning course, right? You have to do hard work. Practical knowledge. Everything is practical. There is no theory part in database administration. See, what is database administration role? Tell me. You receive ticket, you close ticket. You have to resolve. Resolution is practical only, not theory, right? Theory won't work. Theory will not work in database administration, right? So coming to next scenario, I'm sure you're going to receive same kind of tickets. Maximum scenarios. Maximum scenarios, you're going to receive same kind of tickets. Okay. What is the meaning of that? See, for example, just assumption you are all working as database administrators. Suppose I'm giving you 1 GB size of the database. I'm requesting you to take backup from the database. So backup means copy of the database. So if you want to take backup, you have to perform some steps. You have to perform some steps. Okay, right. So you performed a backup and it took 1 minute time for your execution, backup execution. Very good, very good. So next day, suppose I'm giving you 1 TB size of the database. I'm requesting you to go for backup. Same task, same task. You are performing steps. You are performing backup steps. You are finishing backup. It is taking suppose 10 minutes, right? What is changing here? Tell me. Database size changed. 1 GB, 1 TB. In the same way, time consumption changed. 1 minute to 10 minutes, right? But steps will be same, right? Whatever the steps you performed for 1 GB size of the database backup, same steps you are going to perform to take backup from 1 TB size of the database also. Even after that, in the future, whenever you want to execute backup, you are going to perform same steps, no doubt. This way, almost same kind of task, we are going to receive in real-time environment. Task means what? Tickets, yeah. Task means tickets. Okay. That's why what I'm suggesting, I'm going to show everything practically in this training. Right? Everything is practical only. You just please spend some time for practice. Do some hard work. Okay. So what is happening, you'll get some hands-on experience, practical knowledge. So same thing will be there. You're going to do in real-time environment also. Okay. Right. In the same way, some people will ask questions, general questions, because you don't know about database administration. You're just learning, started learning course. Your doubt is, suppose I'm going to show something, some practical in my machine, my laptop. Generally, you feel like, sir, same thing will be there in real time also. I'm using this laptop. Sir, same laptop we are going to use. Not same laptop, same kind of laptop we are going. You are using different, I'm using different laptop for attending this training, right? Same way, whatever the tool, whatever the SQL server I'm going to show, I'm going to use in this training, but same environment will be there in real time also. No need to worry about that. No need to worry about that. Okay, right? In the same way, next scenario, do I need any SQL Server developer knowledge to learn this course, database administration course? Right. No need of any SQL Server developer knowledge because see, I explained a lot of things related to database administration. Right. Everything is uh, everything is support only. Till now, almost 45 minutes. From the last 45 minutes, we are discussing about database administration. We discussed everything related to support environment only, right? Okay, clear? There is nothing related to developer. It is not developer training. It is not developer course. It is DBA. So no need of any development knowledge for doing this course. Okay. So in the same way, duration of the course is 5 weeks. Weekly 5 classes will be there, Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday for practice purpose. Daily 1 hour class. We will give you recording of the class every day. Our training team will share recording link. Don't watch online, download them and save them into your laptop. We will provide a soft copy material of the database administration. In the same way, we will provide interview questions also. So that's all from my end for today. Because this is very first class. That's why I'm just discussing only kind of overview. What is database administration? What is database? What we are going to do in SQL Server database administration. That and all I explained in this class. Okay. So regular training is continuous knowledge. They already started. Today regular training started because Sangameshwar and some other students there in the class, they're already enrolled. So tomorrow's class will be the second class. Today's class, this is first class. Continuation, same time slot. Okay. So coming to fee details, you please contact training team. I don't know about fee details because I'm technical person, not from business center. Okay. So that's all from my end. If you have any questions, please go ahead related to database administration. Please go ahead. Any questions, you can unmute and talk to me or you can message me. I'll clear them today. Tomorrow, I'm going to start with regular SQL Server database administration topics. No changes in the timings. Even I think GoToMeeting link is also same. Same link we are going to use for the coming sessions. Any questions, Bhargav? Sangameshwar, okay, right. Kajal. Karthik, any questions? Right, Karthik. 25 sessions. 25 sessions around. Sometimes it may increase. Right. Right, Bhargav. Please, any questions? Anybody, please? Kajal, can you hear me? Kajal Singarai. Right? Okay. Prashant, now answer for your question. Sangameshwar, for tomorrow's class, connect from mobile only. Okay. But after that, I will resolve your issue. I myself or somebody will call you from the training team and we will resolve your connection issue. Okay, Sangameshwar? Right? Because we have to resolve that issue. Otherwise, we cannot go for SQL installation in our laptop, right, Sangameshwar? I'm only going to take care of installation also. SQL installation, I'm only going to do in our laptops because you have to practice. You have to practice, right?
Hello.
Prashant, it is
I'm
pure
Karthik.
dictation. Karthik, tell me, Karthik.
Actually, I am also facing that problem. When I have to install that software, go to training in my laptop, it is not working properly. It is not go to installing. It is sudden. In middle of the session, it is disconnecting actually. That's why I am connecting through my mobile only now.
On your mobile only, right, Karthik?
Yes.
So,
yes.
okay, no problem. I'll do one thing. I'll note down your names, Sangameshwar and Karthik. Our training team guy will call you and they will resolve this issue. Okay, no? Right? They will
Okay.
assist you
Yes.
to resolve the issue. Right?
Okay.
Okay then.
Yeah. Right.
Prashant, it is 1 month, Prashant. 5 weeks, I said. Around 1 month. Okay, Prashant?
Total DBA, sir, DBA.
It's pure DBA, not development. It is DBA training, administration training, Prashant. Okay, na? Any questions, please? Anybody? Okay, right then. See you tomorrow, same time with the same GoToMeeting link. Just for tomorrow, Sangameshwar and Karthik, please connect from your mobile only. Okay.
Okay.
But max to max by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we will resolve this connection issue in our laptop. Don't worry about that. I'll take care personally. Okay. Right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay then. See you tomorrow. Bye, all of you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.